the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Florida Gators and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. This will be a great test, a separator, the first conference game of the year with two teams that are undefeated. He knows that whoever wins this game will have a leg up in the standings, but more importantly, set the tone for the conference season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Ready to kick it away first. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The run inside. It's Cobb. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires one deep over the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Brown will throw it. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Got a man, it's Cobb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. This quarterback part of their running game. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfire, finding some room. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Nice run. Great job by the running back, making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Going to the run. It's Cobb. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Makes a catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Running inside. It's Cobb. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They've already converted twice on 4th down, but this 3rd time would be the ultimate charm on 4th and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they did tack on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Mays. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Jones to throw. That's reeled in. It's Mays. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Got his man. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he can go! And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He's at the 10. All the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays, I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But Palmer, Florida's good, and they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he only seems to get the...
Sprinting away. Touchdown, Gators. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Eccles. And tackled there by the defense.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Florida. Special teams proving to be special. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. On the run, fires downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw again. Skips away from pressure. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day. But right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Kill. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
From the red zone, it's Cobb. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught behind the line. It's Kane. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Lays out for it. Did he have control? You bet he did. One-handed. He pulls it in for the touchdown.
This guy is clutch. 4th down. I watched that live. I saw him put one hand up. I thought there was no way he was coming down with that. That was going to be incomplete and a turnover on downs. He proved me wrong. That is a highlight-type play that I think we're going to be looking back on often this season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jones wants to throw it. The sure hands. It's Singleton. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He might want another play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Field goal is good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the hat.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's the Broncos coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Jones to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Here's a give to Washington. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Auburn doing business in the red zone. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gators sending the offense back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Jones wants to throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got the back in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go.
Got a little grass. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. And And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up first and goal, a chance to...
Looking for the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Got it behind the line. It's Kane. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Brown wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Moving out to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Here's Jaden one more time. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Gators are threatening on first and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown! Touchdown, Gators! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. The receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown will throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Rush is on him. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Pryor. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Coming out with it, it's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Auburn offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Brown wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Open space at the 25. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Here's a give to Washington. Maybe some room here.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. This time he wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Pocket breaking down. And they got him.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Release to the back. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock. Give them the underneath stuff.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll...